We come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the former Chicago Bull, getting in his pregame mindset. It's Jay Williams.
Ed, guys are on the court, stretching, staring down their opponent. Nothing better than mentally and psychologically getting ready for battle.
The work has been done. They're ready to go, and so are we. The Hawks control the tip. Trae Young to Parker. Here comes the screen. Parker to the basket, but a shot won't go down. Sexton. Here comes the screen. To Colin Sexton. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Here's Atlanta. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Allen Crabbe trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. Sexton. To Love. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. To Allen Crabbe. Can't connect from in close. Knight into the front court. They trail by 1. Parker with it. He'll run the offense. Jabari Parker missed his first. That one goes.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
To Love. Trying to cash in. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Cavaliers with the basketball. Sexton to Love. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Kevin Love off the mark. To Trae Young. To Allen Crabbe. Parker. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. To Parker. Here's a chance from long range. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Has a chance. Now a shot by Thompson, no good. Trae Young to Parker. To Trae Young. Parker. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Gets a look, can't hit.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited until the last second to contest that shot. Way to know the scouting report.
Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip. First quarter is complete. The Hawks with the lead. One quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
And count the basket inside.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Allen Crabbe. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Cleveland has the basketball. Sexton. Surveys the floor. Five to shoot for Cleveland. Sexton. Has a look. Osman's shot won't go.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
Here we go. I got him. I got him.
To Parker.
I got ball. This is all me. Right. Cutter. Coming through.
The Hawks with 4 to shoot. To Trae Young. 4-3. Trae Young bothered just enough there. Sexton. Cavs with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from long range. Can't connect. To Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
The assist from number 23, Allen Crabbe.
Sexton.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Five to shoot for Cleveland. From long range. Like the toughness, but Colin Sexton off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Sexton. Here comes the screen. To Colin Sexton. Nothing going here on that drive.
Take ball, take ball. I got you.
Navigates through traffic, but can't finish.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
To Parker. Trey Young. The jumper's off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Trey Young. Not that time. Sexton to Love. Count the bucket for two.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Had a chance, but it's no good. And he's fouled. Very close. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Tristan Thompson, couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Deep three at the buzzer. So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Hawks are locked in a tie after 2 quarters. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Cavaliers are basically starting 0-0 to start the second half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets.
Game track. Assists.
We're seeing unselfish basketball in this matchup, with each team turning good shots into great shots. These squads really know how to let it flow.
Player of the half.
Tristan Thompson looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
Young definitely fits the title of this segment. His inability to score seems even worse when you consider that most of his misses came from beyond the arc. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Sexton. To Love. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Great defense, forcing the miss. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. Deep two there, won't go. Count it, no and one. There was some contact there.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Colin Sexton. To Love. Going to launch beyond the arc, and he buries it. Jay upping the ante from beyond the arc.
The post-shot confidence is everything. He's still running down the court, holding his extension.
I got him.
Trae Young. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sexton to Love. Cavs with 4 to shoot.
In the third quarter.
Love. Kevin Love. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping him.
Trae Young to Parker. Trying to cash in. Crabbe with a shot off the mark. Sexton to Love. Screen coming.
Right.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young to Parker. To Allen Crabbe. Has a chance. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Sexton. To Love. Kevin Love. 4 out of 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Allen Crabbe. Fires the 3. It's Love with the rebound. Ball in possession of Cleveland. Screen coming. From 18 feet at the buzzer. That'll do it. Third quarter complete. The Cavaliers have the lead. Hawks with the basketball to start this fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money down the stretch. It's game time.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sexton. From the painted area, won't go down. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Parker to Trae Young. Takes stock of the floor. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. 5 to shoot for Atlanta. Just off the mark. To Love. A lot of contact. No whistle. Trae Young to Allen Crabbe. To Trae Young. Parker. Jetty Osman rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Has a look. Off the mark. Trae Young to Parker. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Jabari Parker at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. To Love. Knocked loose. Hawks have it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Shot misses there by Crabbe. Sexton. Here comes the screen. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Kevin Love. With that, he's 5 for 9.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Allen Crabbe, defended by Knight. To Trae Young. Down low for Len. Deep left corner. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Another chance. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
To Love. Trying to cash in. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Hawks with the basketball. Probing the defense.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Beyond the arc for three. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
And he connects at the line. Now the Cavs gonna signal for timeout. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a 2-possession game. For three, Brandon Knight against the Ukrainian Lem. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a 2-score game.
Ed, what's that old saying? Ruffled feathers do not flock together? Well, actually, I just made that up. But what it means is that play will cause a little havoc. As designed, the team that uses it to galvanize as a unit will have the advantage.
Fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. The Hawks are victorious as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Hawks got the win with a comfortable scoring margin, and they did a great job of keeping possessions alive by staying active around the rim. Even better, a lot of those offensive rebounds turned into second-chance points. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks. The Cavaliers didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Game track. Second chance points. Player of the game.
Lynn did not shy away from contact in this game. He did the dirty work, getting plenty of rebounds to help his team get the win.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.